Hey, this is Val Campbell, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about business building versus merchandising and why I don't think it's a one versus the other situation. I think they belong together. And, I've been around this business long enough that I can remember back when everything was ding-dong Avon calling and party plans and running around town doing product demos and getting orders and getting product to them and picking up money and all that kind of stuff. And thank God we don't have to do that anymore. I mean, it's there if you want to. If you like that, that's great. God bless you. It's not something I ever particularly enjoyed. And that kind of becomes part of the issue here, because along the way of developing this industry, people started looking at these compensation plans and these opportunities, and they said, wow, wait a minute. The power of income generation isn't in selling products, it's in building these big groups. And so they kind of kicked the merchandising thing off to the side. And one of the reasons for that is, honestly, women merchandise better than men usually. And part of the reason for that is that a lot of that had to do with social stuff. And it had to do with a lot of times products that they tended to use more in that day and time, perhaps. But that was just what it was. Cosmetics, household products, different things like this. Just being honest with you, not trying to start any fights here. Okay? When men got more involved in it, it was, I don't want to go do a cosmetic demonstration, or sell soap to somebody. That's not a manly thing to do. So it kind of, the whole selling thing kind of got off to the side. And I'm going to suggest to you that I think we need to revisit that. We need to get serious about this for a couple of different reasons. First off, whether we like it or not, there are regulations in place that kind of require a certain amount of merchandising. And every once in a while, you'll see a report someplace that the state attorney general from which-and-so state sued whichever company because they came in and looked and saw that 98% of their revenues came from members and not customers. And I always feel like saying, duh. I mean, most of your business is going to be members. It's that way for Amazon. Why should it be for this other company? But that's just what they are. And then there's always going to be some regulator that's excited to make a name for himself by suing some company. And they almost always settle out of court. The company pays some kind of fine, and they go off and don't change anything different. They promise that they're going to create a new policy or something. But setting that whole thing aside, we want to do our part to not have that become an issue, because we don't need that in the media with our companies, okay? The next thing, though, is let's talk about this as a business owner, because what our goal is that we own a position in this compensation plan. And that position, we want to optimize our income for that spot out of the compensation plan. That means increasing the volume of business activity per position within our group, right? Not just our position, but everybody's position. We want to make this a part of the culture of our group, because I guarantee you that everybody's going to make more money if everybody's averaging 300 points per position instead of 100 points per position. That's just math. It makes sense, right? So when you think about it this way, let's build our culture, okay? Let's start taking a look and talking more about merchandising. Let's look at ways that we can do that easily within our personalities and our society to be able to raise those volume levels. Now, one of the ways that I do this, and believe me, I'm working on this. I am not a super merchandising guy at all. I'm having to go back and revisit this personally myself. So I'm not preaching anything to you that I'm not doing. But I had some inexpensive business cards made up at Vistaprint. Now you see, if I was smart, I'd have had an affiliate link to Vistaprint down here, and you could have gone and clicked on that and ordered that, and I'd have made 32 cents out of every box of business cards. That's affiliate marketing, folks. But anyway, have a little business card made up with your links on it. And when you are in the store or you're out in the business world or whatever, and somebody's telling you about their aching back or their aching neck, or they're broke or they got this tax problem or whatever, hand them your card and say, look, check that link out. I think we got something that might be able to help you. Give me a call. We'll talk about that later. But you're increasing the awareness of somebody's ability to go in and purchase your products through your affiliate, and you're going to make money. You're going to increase that value, because that's just a smart thing to do. The compensation plans reward us for doing that. So I think it's time that we revisit this, and we need to start building this into the culture of our team. Okay? I don't have anything else to say about that. If you have any questions or comments, get a hold of me. Love to talk to you about it. This is Val Campbell. Until then, I'll see you next time.